What's going on YouTube? Taters from TeamSlopyTaters here today again. I'm sorry I haven't been posting videos as often, as I should be, but I've got school and I've got work, so I've been trying to get as much as I can out. You guys should be seeing another episode of the Three Stooges this weekend. I'm really glad you guys like that series. They don't have very many views, but the response they have has been wonderful. They got likes, they got comments, and that's what I really wanted from that series. Not so much the views, but I want response from you guys, my subscribers. I want to hear from you guys. So I'm glad that those videos entice that kind of reaction. So we'll go ahead and get into this deck. This is an updated version of my DDT Gishki deck that I plan to run for the next format. I plan to use this and my Miss Valley Ninja deck. I've already ordered all the cards and they're coming in the mail for this deck. Probably with my next paycheck, I'll order all the cards for my Apex Avion deck, and then I'll have my decks for the next format. So let's go ahead and get on into the deck list. If I sound a little weird, guys, I'm sorry. I'm having allergies problems. It always happens when the seasons change. So I do apologize, but we'll go ahead and get right into the deck list so you guys don't get tired of hearing me talk. We are running 1 Stratos, 2 Diamond Dude, 2 Destiny Hero Malicious, and 1 Dasher. I cut Diamond Dude down to 2, and the reasoning for that being he's just dead a lot of the time, He's not as useful as he could be, but he's still a great viable card in the deck. I added in the Dasher in place of the Diamond Dude, just in case, I do it so I have more tribute fodder for my my rituals. So if I had drawn a Diamond Dude in place of a Dasher, I couldn't tribute it for the entire tribute of an Aqua Mirror. So I traded out the Dasher so it could fill that spot, still give me a D-draw target, and as well as giving me that extra special summon when I need it. So Dasher definitely helps the deck out. One time I top decked a Gores, used Dasher's effect, got the Gores out on the field, and went on from there to win the game. So Dasher does give the deck a lot of oomph, and I'm glad I put him in here. So moving on, we have our Gishki Searchers, which is 3 Gishki Shadows and 2 Gishki Vision. The reason I opted to only use 2 Gishki Visions is because the ritual monsters are recyclable in this deck. As soon as they go into the graveyard, I can put them back into my hand with the Aqua Mirror. So I don't feel like I have to search for them. I just have to search for the initial ones, and then I can just get them back to my hand from there. Now, on the same note, the reason I'm running 3 Shadow is because these go back to the deck and not to the hand. So I need to get these back in my hand. Therefore, I need to search for them more. So that's why I opted for that lineup. I cut it down to 2 Deep Sea Diva because it was dead too many times. I couldn't. It wasn't as useful as I thought it was. It's still a great card to have in this deck, and it's a very great toolbox card. But it wasn't. I was not getting as great a use out of it as I was hoping. So that's why I cut it down to 2, because it's a great card, but it's not as great as I thought it was. And then we have the Lost Blue Breaker to get some back row, major back row out of the way. Skill drains really do tend to piss me off in this deck. I hate them so much. Skill drain is so annoying. But that's why Lost Blue Breaker is in here, and I can go into an instant catastrophe if I need to. And here's where something I want to talk about. I added in the Plague Spreader Zombie for the reasoning of Diamond Dude. If you can do the Diamond Dude Plague Spreader tag team, that's always awesome. But he's also good with Malicious, he's good with Dasher, he's good with all of your Exceeds, and he's good with any... the levels in this deck just match up so well that Plague Spreader Zombie is just too good for the deck, being a level 2 tuner. So that's why he's in here. Gores is a little bit more OTK protection because this deck is really prone to being OTK'd, and looking at my last deck list, I was not happy with how many times it was being OTK'd, so I did add in a measure in this build to prevent being OTK'd first turn, And for our 3 rituals, instead of running the 3 Gust Kraken, since this is for next format, I opted to, I didn't opt to. Gust Kraken got put down to 1, so I'm only running the 1, and I really think that was better for the deck, because the deck is doing so much better now that this is at 1, because I didn't pay enough attention to the other rituals, because I just wanted to shove 3 of this guy in here. But this guy can't even compare to the next two. Tetra Ogre and Mind August. These guys are completely overpowered in this deck. This guy gets what you need to the graveyard. This guy gets what you want from your graveyard back to your deck. I have used Dark Hole 3 times in one duel because of Mind August. It's just way too good. If you don't know these two's effects, Tetra Ogre, once per turn you can call a card type, spell, trap, or monster. Your opponent can discard 1 card to negate this card's effect. Otherwise, both players send 1 card of the declared type from their main deck to the graveyard. I recommend the first time you call this effect, always call a spell, just to see if they'll send something that'll reveal what they're playing. And if they're playing something that doesn't benefit from having certain monsters in the graveyard, then you can start to call monsters and get your Dasher, your Malleys, your Plague Spreaders out of the way and into your graveyard where you want them. And when you call spells, always send the Aqua Mirror, or try and send a dead spell at the time that you just don't want to draw, because anything you send that you did not want to send, you can always put back with Mind August. And Mind August's effect is when this card is ritual summoned, target up to 5 cards in any graveyard, shuffle those targets into the deck. So you can shuffle multiple targets for both of you and your opponent's graveyards into the deck. Any cards. It doesn't have to be a monster, spell, or trap. It can be anything. Next up, for the spell lineup, we are running Triple D Draw. Self-explanatory. It's a great draw engine for the deck. And we are running the Triple Aqua Mirror because it's just so vital to have this card. This card is such a great engine. 3 is not cloggy at all. That's all I'm going to say. And we have Triple Mirror Confusion because you want to see this card. This card's way too good. Double Pot of Duality because I only ran 2 in the first place, but now it's limited to 2. And here's my OTK prevention. I'm running 3 One Day of Pieces now. You guys can rant all you want, but this is a legitimately really good card. This card will net you your draw, set up your play your first turn if you draw it. If not, you can just use a turn to set up, or use a turn to get something out of the way that's problematic, but use this card wisely, It's really good. And for our 1-ofs, we're running 1 Salvage, 1 Preparation of Rites, 1 Moray of Greed, and then we have our Reinforcement of the Army, Heavy Storm, Dark Hole, and Reborn. That's it for the main deck. On to the extra deck. We are still running our Triple Ab Zero because I think it's still mandatory to run 3, So that's what we're running 3. Now we're running Armory Arm, Catastor, Black Rose, Duloran. A new addition is Gravity Warrior, just as a level 6 synchro you can go into if you can't go into Duloran. Then we have Scrap Dragon, Stardust, Thought Ruler, and we're down to 1 Gotchi. And we have Utopia, and still the Exbeetle and Photon Strike Bouncer. The extra deck could use some tweaking, I will admit, but for now, I really like it. So, tell me what you guys think about the deck. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a thumbs up on the deck if you really liked it. If you tried it out and tested it and liked it, please come back and leave it a thumbs up. It really helps me. It'll help get this deck out there, And it's a really fun deck. It is really competitive, but I don't think it could win like a YCS or anything. It's just a really fun deck to play. Also, leave a comment telling me what you guys think could improve the deck. Check out some of my other videos. And as always, guys, please subscribe if you haven't. We have so many good different series we do on this channel, and we're always here for the community. We're here to help you guys. So if you guys need help with your YuGiOh channel, please let me know. I'm willing to help every time. So thanks for watching, guys. Taters from TeamSlopyTaters out.